Welcome back YouTube family, and in this video we are going to cover some practice tests which is related to UK theory test, and for these practice tests we will use the website which is theorytestuk.co.uk. So link of this website is given in the description of this video. Don't forget to visit this website and explore some more quizzes, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. In our upcoming videos we will cover some more quizzes and we will use this same website. And in this video we are going to cover some car theory tests, so let's click on this. And here at the bottom of this page you can see that the questions of car theory test are given based on different categories. So in this first video we are going to cover alertness theory test categories. So let's start this alertness car test. Our first question is, what should you do before making a U-turn? The correct answer is look over your shoulder for a final check. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 2. What should you do as you approach this bridge? The correct option is slow down. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 3. Where should you avoid overtaking? You should avoid overtaking by approaching a dip in the road. Option B is the correct option. Next one. Question number 4. What does this curved arrow road marking means? It means overtaking traffic should move back to the left. Option B is the correct option. Next question. Our question number 5 is, what should you do if your mobile phone ring while you are driving or while you are riding? The correct option is leave it until you have stopped in a safe place. The option B is the correct option. Next one. Question number 6. Why are these yellow lines painted across the road? The correct option is to make you aware of your speed. Option C is the correct option. Next one. Question number 7. What should you do when you are approaching traffic lights that has been green for some time? The correct option is be ready to stop. Option D is the correct option. Next one. Question number 8. What should you do before slowing down or stopping your vehicle? The correct option is use the mirror. Option D is the correct option. Next one. Question number 9. And our question number 9 is, you are following a large vehicle. Why should you stay a safe distance behind it? Because you give the driver a chance to see you in their mirror. Option A is the correct one. Next one. Question number 10. Why should you use your mirror when you see a hazard ahead? The correct option is to assess how your action will affect the traffic behind. Option B is the correct option. Next one. Question number 11. You are waiting to turn right at the end of the road. What should you do if your view is obstructed by parked vehicle? The correct option is stop and then move forward slowly and carefully for a clear view. Option C is the correct option. Next one. And question number 12. There are objects hanging from your interior mirror. Why could these be a hazard? It could be a hazard because your view could be obstructed. Option D is the correct option. Next one. Question number 13 is, you are no long motorway journey. What should you do if you start to feel sleepy? In this case, leave the motorway and stop in a safe place. Option A is the correct option. Next one. Question number 14. Why should you switch your headlights or when it first starts to get dark? The correct option is so others can see you more easily. Option A is the correct option. Next one. Question number 15. What most likely to distract you while you are driving? The most likely is when you are using a mobile phone. Option A is the correct option. Next one. Question number 16. You are driving your car. When may you use a handheld mobile phone? You can use a mobile phone when you are parked safely. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Question number 17 is, you are driving on a wet road. What should you do if you have a stop your vehicle in an emergency? The correct option is keep both hands in a steering wheel. Option C is the correct one. Next question, question number 18. What should you do when you move off from behind a parked car? Option D is the correct one. Look around before moving off. Look around before moving off. Option D is the correct one. Next question, question number 19. You are traveling along this road. How could you pass the cyclist? The correct option is leave them plenty of room as you pass. Option C is the correct one. Next question, question number 20. When do windscreen pillars cause a serious obstruction to your view? The correct option is when you are approaching the bends and junction. Option D is the correct one. Next question, question number 21. What should you do if you can't see clearly behind when you are reversing? The correct option is ask someone to guide you. Don't take this risk and ask someone to guide you for reversing your vehicle. Option C is the correct option. Next question, question number 22. What does the term blind spot means? It means an area not visible to the driver. The area which is not visible to the drivers are called blind spots. Next one, question number 23. What's likely to happen if you use a hands-free phone while you are driving? The correct option is it will divert your focus, it will divert your attention. Option C is the correct option. Next question, question number 24. You are turning right into a dual carriageway. What should you do before emerging? The correct option is check that the central reservation is wide enough for your vehicle. Option D is the correct option. Next one, question number 25. You are waiting to emerge from a junction. The windscreen pillar is restricting your view. What should you be particularly aware of? The correct option is motorcyclist. Option C is the correct one. Next question, question number 26. How can you make sure that a satellite navigation system doesn't distract you when you are driving? The correct option is set it before starting your journey. Option D is the correct option of this last question. And guys, in this video we have covered questions which is related to alertness car theory test. Guys, don't forget to subscribe this channel and also visit the website. Link of this website is given in the description of this video. We will meet you in our next video with upcoming content. Till that, goodbye. Hello YouTube family, as you know that in our last video we have covered alertness car theory test, and in this video we are going to cover next category. So let's see that what is the next category mentioned in this theorytestuk.co.uk website. So here we see that our next category is attitude quizzes. So let's click on this. And guys, remember that the link of this website is given in the description. So go and check out this website. There are a lot of quizzes which are given in this website, so you can practice there. And also don't forget to subscribe this channel. So let's start this quiz. Our first question of this attitude car theory test is, what must you do when the amber light is flashing at a pelican crossing? The correct option is give way to pedestrians already on a crossing. Pedestrians are the one which we need to give priority in any case. So option A is the correct option. Next one, question number 2. Why should you never wave people across at pedestrians crossing? The correct option is another vehicle may be coming. Option D is the correct one. Next question, question number 3. Why is it dangerous to drive too closely to the vehicle ahead? Because your view of the road ahead will be restricted. Option C is the correct option. Next question, question number 4. What will happen if you follow this vehicle too closely? The correct option is your view ahead will be reduced. Option D is the correct option. Next one, question number 5. What is the minimum time gap you should leave when following a vehicle on a wet road? The correct option is option A, almost 4 seconds. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 6. You are being overtaken by a long, heavily laden lorry. What should you do if you're taking long time for it to take over? In this case, if you're taking long time in take over, you need to slow down your own speed. Option B is the correct option. Next question. Question number 7. What vehicle will use a blue flashing beacon? The correct option is bomb disposable. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Question number 8. What should you do if you are being followed by an ambulance showing flashing blue lights? The correct option is pull over as soon as it is safe to do so. Option D is the correct option. Next question. Question number 9. What type of emergency is fitted with a green flashing beacon? The correct option is doctor's car. Option A. Next one. Who should obey diamond-shaped traffic sign? The lorry drivers, tram drivers, taxi drivers, or bus drivers? The correct option is tram drivers. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 11. On the road where trams operate, which vehicle will be most at risk from the tram rails? The most risky vehicle will be cycles. Option B is the correct option. Next one. Question number 12. When should you use your vehicle horn? Your vehicle horn should be used when to alert other of your presence. When you need to inform others of your own presence, then you need to use your vehicle horn. Next one. You are on a one-way street and want to turn right. Where should you position your vehicle when there are two lanes? The correct option is in the right hand lane. Option C is the correct option. You wish to turn right ahead. Why should you take up the correct position in good time? The correct option is to help other road users knowing that who you intend to do. Option C is the correct option. Next one. Question number 15. Which type of crossing allows cyclists to ride across while pedestrians are also crossing? The correct option is toucan. Option D is the correct one. Next one. You are driving at the legal speed limit. What should you do if your vehicle behind approaches quickly, flashing its headlights? If it's approaching quickly and flashing its headlight, then definitely you need to allow that vehicle to overtake you. The correct option is option D. Next one. Question number 17. When should you flash your headlights at other road users? The correct option is when letting them know that you are there. Option A is the correct one. Next one. Question number 18. You are approaching an unmarked crossroad. How should you deal with the junction? The correct option is slow down and look both ways. Option A is the correct one. Next one. The conditions are good and dry. When should you use the 2-second rule? The 2-second rule will be used when checking your gap from the vehicle in front. Option B is the correct one. Next question. Question number 20. Which color follows the green signal? Which colors follow the green signals at puffin crossing? Remember that at puffin crossing. In puffin crossing, the green signal will be followed by a steady amber. Option B is the correct one. Next question. You are in a line of traffic. What action should you take if the driver behind is following very closely? The correct option is The correct option is slow down, gradually increase the gap between you and the vehicle in front. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Question number 22. You are driving on a clear night. Which lights should you use if the national speed limit applies and there is a steady stream on oncoming traffic? The which headlights you will be used in this case? The question is, and the answer of this question is you can use dipped headlights. Option C is the correct one. Next question. You are driving behind a large goods vehicle. What should you do if it signals left but steers to the right? The correct option is slow down and let the vehicle turn. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 24. You are driving along this road. What should you do if the red car cuts in close in front of you? The correct option is drop back to leave the correct separation distance. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 25. You are waiting in a traffic queue at night. How can you avoid dazzling drivers behind you? The correct option is use the parking brake and release the foot brake. Option A is the correct option. Next question. You are driving in traffic at the speed limit of the road. What should you do if the driver behind is trying to overtake you? The correct option is keep a steady course and allow the driver to overtake you. Option B is the correct option. Next question. Question 27. What does it means if the sign at the bus lanes shows no time of operation? The correct option is the lane is in the operation 24 hours a day. Option C is the correct option. Next question. What should you do when a person herding sheep asks you to stop? The correct option is option D, which is stop and switch off your engine. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 29. What should you do when you are overtaking a horse or overtaking a rider? The correct option is option A, which is go past slowly and carefully. Next one. Question 30. You are approaching a zebra crossing. What should you do if pedestrians are waiting to cross? The correct option is slow down and prepare to stop. Option A is the correct option. Next one. Question 31. What should you do if the vehicle pulls out in front of you at the junction? The correct option is slow down and be ready to stop. Option B is the correct option. Next one. Question number 32. You are approaching a red light at a puffin crossing. Pedestrians are on a crossing. What will the red lights change? When will be the red lights change? The correct option is when the pedestrians are cleared the crossing, then the red lights are be changed. Next one. Question 34. What should you do? Leave a 2-second gap between your vehicle and one of your vehicle which is in front of you. The correct option is option C, when it's dry. Option C is the correct one. Next question. You are driving at night in a unlit road. Remember that you are driving at night in an unlit road. What should you do if you're following another vehicle? In this case, you need to use your dip headlights. Next one. Question number 36. What should you do if you're driving a slow moving vehicle in a narrow winding road? The correct option is pull in when you can do let the vehicle behind overtake. Option D is the correct option. Next question. And question number 37 is you are driving a car that has a diesel engine. What can a loose filler cap in your fuel tank cause? The correct option is it can make the engine difficult to start. No, it can make the road slippery for others road users. Option D is the correct one. Next question, question number 38. What should you do to fuel spillage? The correct option is C, which is check that your filler cap is securely fastened. Option C is the correct one. Next one, and the last question of this quiz, which is what style of driving causes increased risk to everyone? The correct option is when you are doing a competitive driving, then it will increase the risk to causes any uncertain chances. So guys, in this video we have also covered attitude car test theory, and I am saying that don't forget to subscribe this channel. In our upcoming videos we will cover some more quizzes which is really helpful for this preparation of this theory test for UK. And also visit this website. The link of this website is given in the description. Go and check out the website and also subscribe this channel. We will meet you in our next video. Till that, goodbye. Welcome back YouTube family. First of all, thank you so much for showing your love in our past videos which we have uploaded in this channel. This will give us some motivations to cover some more quizzes and which will help you to pass this test. So in this video we are going to use the same website which we have covered in our last videos, which is theorytestuk.co.uk. And in this video we are going to cover next category, and here in this page you can see that our next category is documents test. And let's start this document card test. So our first question of this document card test is, for how long is mode certificate normally valid? Mode certificate normally valid 1 year after the date it was issued. Option A is the correct one. Next question, what's cover note? The correct option is the document issued before you receive your insurance certificate. Option B is the correct option. Next question, you are just passed your first practical driving test. What will you have to do if you get 6 penalties point in your license in the next 2 years? The correct option is retake your theory and practical test. Option A is the correct one. Next question, for how long it is statutory of road notification valid? This notification will be valid when until the vehicle is taxed and sold or scrapped. Option B is the correct option. Next question, question number 5, what statutory off-road notifications? It means the information held by insurance companies to check a vehicle is insured. Option C is the correct option. Next question, question number 6, what's the maximum fine for driving without insurance? The correct option is unlimited. Option D. Next one, question number 7, who is legally responsible for ensuring that the vehicle registration certificate is updated? The responsibility of this task is the registered vehicle keeper. Option C is the correct one. Next one, question number 8, your insurer will issue with an insurance certificate. When must you produce this document for inspection? The inspection will done when the police officer asks you for it. Option D is the correct one. Next question, question number 9 is, when must your vehicle have valid insurance cover? The correct option is before you can tax the vehicle. Option D is the correct one. Next question, question number 10, what do you need before you can legally use a motor vehicle on the road? The correct option is an appropriate driving license. Option C is the correct one. Next question, what must you have when you apply to renew your vehicle tax? The correct option is valid insurance. You must have a valid insurance when you apply for renew your vehicle tax. Next one, question number 12, a police officer asks to see your documents. You don't have them with you. How many days do you have to produce them at a police station? The correct option is option A, which is 7 days. Next one, when should you update your vehicle registration certificate? Vehicle registration certificate is updated when you move your house. Whenever you move your house, your registration certificate will be updated. The correct option is option A. Next one, question number 14. What must you check before you drive someone else's vehicle? If you are driving someone else's vehicle, you must need to ensure that the vehicle is insured for your use. Next one, question number 15. Your car need to pass and mode test. Okay. What may be invalidated if you drive the car without the current mode certificate? In this case, the vehicle insurance. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Question number 16. What legal requirement must be met by a newly qualified driver? The correct option is they must have a valid motor insurance. Option D. Next one. Question number 17 is what covered by third party insurance? The correct option is fire damage to your vehicle. Option C is the correct option. Next question. Question number 18. I guess we have missed the last question. No. Okay, question number 18. Who's responsible for paying the vehicle tax? Vehicle tax paying is responsibility of the car dealer. Option B is the correct option. Next one. Okay, we have selected the wrong answer. The registered keeper of the vehicle is responsible for paying the vehicle tax. Please correct this one. By mistake, we have selected the wrong answer. The correct answer is highlighted here. Option D is the correct option. So we jump into the next question, which is question number 19. What information is found on a vehicle registration document? The correct option is the registered keeper. Option A is the correct one. Question number 21 is what circumstances require you to notify the driver and vehicle licenses agency? The circumstances is when your health affect your driving. Option C is the correct option. Question 23. In order to survive in a learner driver, you need to have held a full driving license for the same category of the vehicle for at least 3 years. What other requirements you must need to meet? The other requirements will be to be at least 21 years old. Otherwise, the driver learner license will not be issued. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Question number 24. Your car requires an mode certificate. What is it legal to drive it without a mode certificate? Is it legal? When driving to an appointment at an mode center. Option B is the correct one. Next one. Question number 25. When will a new car needs its fixed mode test? The correct option is when it's 3-year old. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 27. What is the legal minimum insurance cover you must have to drive on public roads? The correct option is third party only. Option C is the correct option. Next question. Question number 28. What does it mean? If your insurance policies has excess of 500 euros? It means you have to pay the first 500 euros of the cost of any claim. Option C is the correct option. Next question, and this is the last question of this quiz. What information is found on a vehicle registration document? Vehicle registration document will give you the registered keeper. Option A is the correct one. And guys, here the document car theory test is also completed. And guys, as you know that in this video series we are trying to cover all the categories which are mentioned in this theory test uk.co.uk website. And if you are willing to practice these quizzes, go and visit this website. Here you find all the quizzes which we have covered in our past videos and which we have covered in our upcoming videos as well. So also subscribe this channel. We will meet you in our next video with some other upcoming contents. Till there, goodbye. Hello viewers, and I'm back with the new video, and in this video we are going to cover next category, which is also related to theorytestuk.co.uk. So the link of this website is given in the description. Also visit that website, and also don't forget to subscribe our channel. We will cover more and more videos on this channel soon, and let's start the quiz. So here is the page of the car theory test, and here you can see that in our last video we have covered documents theory test. Now in this video we are going to cover hazard awareness theory test. So let's start this quiz. Our first question is, why should you be cautious when going past this bus waiting at the bus stop? The correct answer is get someone else to drive. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Question number 2, you are about to drive home. What should you do if you feel very tired and have a severe head case? In this case, you need to wait until you are fit and well before driving. Option B is the correct option. Next one. Question number 3, what hazard should you be aware of when traveling along this street? The correct answer is children running out between vehicle. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 4, what would you expect to see these markers? It means that what this the sign means. It means that on a large goods vehicle. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 5, you are approaching a crossroad. What should you do if the traffic lights have failed? If the traffic lights have failed, then be prepared to stop for any traffic. Option C is the correct one. Next one. How should you drive or ride in areas with traffic calming measures? The correct answer is at a reduced speed. Option B is the correct one. Next question. Question number 7. What must you do if your ability to drive is impaired during a period of illness? During a period of illness. Question number 7. What must you do if your ability to drive is impaired during a period of illness? The correct answer is to stop driving until you are fit to drive again. Option A is the correct one. Next one. Question number 8. You are waiting to emerge at a junction. Your view is restricted by parked vehicle. What can help you to see traffic on the road you are rejoining? The correct answer is looking for traffic behind you. No. A reflection of traffic in windows. Option A is the correct one. Next one. Question number 9. What should the driver of the red car do? The image of this question also represent that the red car is coming here, and what the driver of this car should do. In this case, the correct answer is wait for the pedestrians in the road to cross. Option C. Next one. Why should the junction in the left be kept clear? The correct answer is option B, to allow vehicle to enter and emerge. Next question. Why should you reduce your speed here? The correct answer is a staggered junction is ahead. Option A is the correct one. Next question. What can seriously reduce your ability to concentrate? Drugs can reduce your ability of concentration. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 13. Why should you slow down as you approach this hazard? The correct answer is because of the level crossing. Because of the level crossing, you need to slow down your approach on this hazard. Option C is the correct one. Next one. Question 14. What will become more expensive after you being convicted of driving while unfit through drink or drugs? The correct answer is insurance premium. Option B is the correct one. Next question. Question number 15. What must you do if your eyesight has become very poor and you are no longer able to meet the driver eyesight requirements? The correct answer is tell the driver licensing authority. Option A is the correct one. Next question. You are driving on a road with several lanes. What do these signs above the lane mean? The image of these signs are given. The image of these signs are given here, and we need to tell that what above these line means. The correct answer is the two left lines are open. Here, these two left lines which are represented by green signal, these lines are open. Option A is the correct one. Next question. How does drinking alcohol affect your driving behavior? The correct answer is it increases your confidence. Option C. Next one. What should you do if you become tired while you are driving on a motorway? The correct answer is leave the motorway at the next exit and rest. Option B. Next one. How would age Next one, how would age affect an older person driving ability? The correct answer is they take longer to react to hazard. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 20. Which type of glasses would make driving at night more difficult? Tinted glasses are make your driving more difficult. Option A is the correct option. Our next question is which type of vehicle should be ready to give way to as you approach this bridge? The correct answer is buses. You need to give way to the buses vehicle. Option A is the correct option. Next one. Question number 22. You are on a 3-lane motorway. How should you overtake a slow moving lorry in the middle lane if it's showing this sign? The correct answer is approach with care and overtake on the left of the lorry. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Why should you do as you approach this cyclist? What should you do? In this case, to approach this cyclist, you need to slow down and allow the cyclist to turn their cycle. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 24. Which road user has caused a hazard? Option B, the park card with the arrow A. Next one. You are driving on a one-way street. What should you do if you realize you are taken the wrong route? The correct option is continue and find another route. Option B. Next question. What should you do if you begin to feel drowsy while you are driving? The correct option is stop and rest as soon as possible. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Question number 27. What must you do if poor health affects your driving? If poor health affects your driving, then in this case you need to inform the licensing authority. Option B. Next one. Question 28. What should you do if a driver pulls out of the side road in front of you, causing you to brake hard? The correct option is ignore the error and stay calm. In this situation, you need to stay calm. Option C is the correct one. Next question. What's the main hazard you should be aware of when following this cyclist? The correct option is the cyclist may move to the left and dismount. Option B is no. Option A is the correct one. Please correct this one. Option A, the cyclist may swerve into the road. Option A is the correct option. Next question. Question number 30. What should you do if it's raining and you are following this lorry on a motorway? The correct answer is be aware of spray reducing your vision. Option B is the correct one. Next question. Some two-way roads are divided into 3 lanes. Why are they particularly dangerous? They are dangerous because of traffic in both directions and can use the middle lane to overtake the other vehicle. Option C is the correct one. Next question. You've been involved in an argument that made you feel angry. What should you do before starting your journey? You need to calm down before starting your next journey. Option D is the correct answer. Next question. Question number 33. What does this signal from a police officer means? This signals means you need to stop down. Stop your vehicle. Option B is the correct option. Next question. You intend to turn left at the traffic lights. What should you do just before turning? The correct option is check for bicycles on your left. Option C is the correct one. Next question. You are behind this cyclist. When the traffic light changes, what should you do? When the traffic lights change, you need to allow the cyclist time and then give them a room. Option D is the correct option. Next question. What should you do if the red lights start flashing as you approach the level crossing? The correct option is stop before the barrier. Option D. Next one. What's the main hazard the driver of the red car should be aware of? The correct option is the bus may move out into the road. Option B is the correct option, which is the bus may out into the road. Option B. Next one. Question number 38. You are driving towards this left hand bend. The danger should be the anticipating means. It should be pedestrians walking towards you. Option C is the correct one. Next one. You are about to drive your car. What should you do? If you can't find the glasses you need to wear, the correct option is find the way of getting home without driving. Option D. Next one. What does the solid white lines at the side of the road indicate? The solid white lines at the side of the road means we have a edge at the carriageway. Option D is given here. Option D is the correct option. Next question. Question number 41. What can you do to help prevent tiredness in a long journey? The correct option is take regular refreshment breaks. Option B is the correct option. Next one. How can drinking alcohol affect your ability to drive or to ride? The correct option is your ability to judge speed will be reduced. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Question 43. What type of vehicle display this yellow signs? It means that a school bus. The option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 44. What would age affects an older person driving ability? The age affect the older person ability is to take longer to react to hazard. Option D is the correct option. Next question. Question number Question number 45. What should you do if the vehicle starts reversing off the driveway? The correct option is sound your horn and prepare to stop. Option A is the correct option. Next question. Question. How should you drive or ride in areas with the traffic calming measures? The correct option is at the reduced speed. At the reduced speed, the driver should ride in areas with the traffic calming measures. Next one. Our next question is what does drinking alcohol affects your driving behavior? Actually, drinking alcohol will increase your confidence in driving. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Question 48. What might you expect to happen in this situation? Here, when two cars are parallel to each other, in this situation, traffic will move into the left hand lane. Option D is the correct option. Next question. What type of vehicle should you expect to meet in the middle of the road? Option number A, lorry. Option A is the correct one. Next question. What should the driver of the car approaching the crossing do? The correct option is slow down and get ready to stop. Next one. Question number 51. A driver behavior has upset you. How can you get over this incident safely? You can over this incident safely by stop and take a break. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Question number 52. You are invited to a pub lunch. What should you do if you know that you have to drive in the evening? If you know that already you need to drive in the evening, you must ensure that don't drink any alcohol at all. Option D is the correct one. Our next question is, what should you do if the doctor prescribes? It means that if the doctor tells you that the drugs are likely to affect your driving. In this case, get someone else to drive. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Question 54. What should you expect if you see the signs ahead? The road will blend sharply to the left. Option B is the correct one. Next question. What type of vehicle uses an amber flashing beacon on a dual carriageway? The correct option is a tractor. Option A is the correct one. Next question. When may you use a hazard warning light? Hazard warning light will be used when driving on a motorway to warn traffic behind the hazard ahead. Option A is the correct option. Next one, question number 57. You take some cough medicine given to you by a friend. What should you do before driving your car? You check the label to see if the medicine will affect your driving. Option C is the correct one. Next one. What should you use hazard warning lights? When should you use hazard warning lights? Hazard warning lights should be used when your vehicle has broken down and causing an obstruction. Option B is the correct option. Next question. You are driving in this dual carriageway. Why may you need to slow down? You need to slow down because there are road workers ahead of you. They are working there and they are ahead of you, so you need to slow down there. Option A is the correct option. Next question. What will become more expensive after you have been convicted of driving while unfit? Through drink or through drugs? The correct option is insurance premium. Option A is the correct one. Next question. You are following a slower moving vehicle. What should you do if there is a junction just ahead on the right? In this case, you need to only consider overtaking when you are past the junction. Option C is the correct one. Next one. Question number 62. What should the driver of the grey car be specially aware of? The grey car driver should be especially aware of doors opening on the parked car. Option B is the correct one. Next question. What will be the serious distraction while you are driving? While you are driving, the serious distraction will be looking at the road maps. Option A is the correct one. Next question. What should you do if you begins to feel drowsy while you are driving? If you feel drowsy during driving, then you need to stop and rest as soon as possible. Option A is the correct option. Next question. Why must you take a great care when emerging from this junction? When emerging from this junction at the as you're showing that in the given image, in this case the view is restricted. Option C is the correct one. Next question. You are driving a car fitted with automatic transmission. When would you use kick down? The kick down will be used to accelerate quickly. Option B is the correct option. Next question. What should you do as you approach this overhead bridge? The overhead bridge should be used to be prepared to give way to large vehicle in the middle of the road. Option A is the correct one. Next one. Question 68. You need glasses to read a vehicle number plate at the required distance. When must you wear them? The correct option is whenever you are driving. Option A is the correct option. Next question. And our next question is, why are vehicle mirrors often slightly curved? Vehicle mirrors are curved because they give a wider field of vision. Option C is the correct option. Next question. You just been overtaken by the motorcyclist. What should you do if the rider cuts in sharply? If the rider cuts in sharply, then keep the safe gap. You need to increase the gap and keep safe. Option B is the correct one. Next question. What's the main hazard shown in the picture? The main hazard shown in the picture is the cyclist crossing the road. Option A is the correct one. Next one. What should you do if you think the driver of the vehicle in front has forgotten to cancel their right indicators? The correct option is stay behind and don't overtake. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Why should be cautious when going past this bus waiting at the bus station? In the image you see that why you need to going past this bus waiting at the bus station. In this situation, why you need to be cautious? You need to be cautious because people may cross the road in front of it. Option C is the correct option. Next one. What should you do if it's raining and you are following this lorry on a motorway? In the case of motorway, you need to be aware of spray reducing your vision. Option B is the correct one. What should you do? What should you do about driving if you be taking medicine that causes drowsiness? If the medicine causes the drowsiness, then avoid driving and check with your doctor. Option A is the correct option. Next question. You want to turn left at this junction. What should you do if your view of the main road is restricted? If the view of the main road is restricted, then approach slowly and edge out until you can see more clearly. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Why are place names painted on the road surface? The correct option is to help you to select the correct lane in good time. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Why should you check this information leaflet before taking any medicine? Before taking any medicine, the correct option is because sometimes of the medicine can affect your ability to drive safely. So option B you need to select here. Next one. And guys, here the quizzes of this hazard awareness car test is also completed. So you see that at the end of the quiz you can also see the complete result of this quiz, and also practice the other quizzes which are mentioned in the website. Other than car test, there are motorbike test, LGV test, PCV test, ADA test. A lot of other categories with the other vehicle tests are also available in this website. And guys, we will meet you in our next video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and also press the bell icon so you get the notification whenever we upload our new video. So we will meet you in our next video with upcoming content. Bye. Welcome back YouTube family in the new video, and in this video we are going to cover the next category. As you know that in the every single video we will cover one category, so in this video we are going to cover our next category, which name is incident, accident and emergencies. We are going to use the same website, which is theorytest.co.uk. so also check out that website and also subscribe our channel. So let's start the quiz. Our first question of this quiz is, what should you do if your vehicle catches fire while you are driving through a tunnel? While you are driving through a tunnel and your vehicle catches fire, then you, in this case, drive it out of the tunnel if it is safe to do so. Option D is the correct one. Next question. What should you do if an instrument panel warning lights come on while you are driving? While you are driving, if the instrument panel gives you a warning light, in this case the correct option is check out the problem quickly and safely. At an incident, someone is unconscious and you want to help. What would be the first thing you need to check? You first need to check whether their airway is open or closed. Option A is the correct one. Next question. What information should you share if you involved in collision that causes damage to another vehicle? If the damage causes with the vehicle, then in this case you need to share the information, the name and the address and the vehicle registration number. Option A is the correct option. Next question. You arrive at an incident. A pedestrian is bleeding heavily from a leg wound. The leg isn't broken and there's nothing in the wound. How could you help? You can help by apply field pressure over the wound. Option D is the correct one. Next question. What should you do before driving into a tunnel? Before driving into a tunnel, the correct option is take off your sunglasses. Option D. Option B is the correct option. Next question. You arrive at the scene of motorcycle crash. The rider is injured. What should their helmets be removed? The helmet should be removed only when it is essential. Next question. Question number 8. What is the first things you must do if your collisions while you are driving your car? While you're driving your car, the correct option is stop at the scene of incident. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 9. At an incident, how could you help a small child who isn't breathing? The correct option is open their airway and begin CPR. Next one. Question number 10. You lose control of your car and damage a garden wall. What must you do if the property owner isn't available? If the property owner not available in the current situation, then report that incident to the police within next 24 hours. Option B is the correct one. Next question. Our next question is, you are at an incident. What could you do to help an unconscious casualty? The correct option is check that they are breathing normally. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 12. At an incident, it is important to look after our casualties. What should you do with them when the area is safe? When the area is safe, then the first thing you need to do is keep them where they are. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 13. An injured motorcyclist is lying unconscious in the road. The traffic has stopped and there is no further danger. What could you do to help? The correct option is seek medical assistance. Option B. Next question. Question number 14. What should you do first if your vehicle is broken into the automatic railway level crossing? The correct option is get everyone out of the vehicle and clear of the crossing. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Question number 15. What should you do if you see a large box fall from a lorry onto the motorway? The correct option is go to the next emergency telephone and report the hazard. The correct option is option C. Next question. Question number 16. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down in a tunnel? If your vehicle breaks down in a tunnel, then switch on hazard warning lights, then go and call for help. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 17. A collision has just happened. An injured person is lying in a busy road. The correct option is, what is the first thing you need to do? The correct option is you need to warn other traffic. Option B is the correct one. Next one. Question 18. You arrived at an incident. There is no danger from fire or further collision and the emergency service has been called. What's your first priority when attending to the unconscious motorcyclist? You need to check whether they are breathing normally or not. Option C is the correct one. Question number 20. An adult casualty isn't breathing. To maintain circulation, CPR should be given. What is the correct depth to press down on their chest? The correct depth to press down on their chest is which is 5 to 6 centimeters. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question 21. What should you do to reduce the risk of your vehicle catching fire? The correct option is check out any strong smell of fuel. Option B is the correct one. Next question. Question number 22. You arrived at the scene of motorcycle crash. No other vehicle is involved. The rider is unconscious and lying in the middle of the road. What's the first thing you should do at the scene? The first thing you need to do is warn other traffic. Option C is the correct one. Next question. What should you do if your vehicle has punctured on the motorway? The correct option is pull up the hard shoulders or in an emergency refuge area and call for assistance. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question 24. You are driving on a motorway. What should you do if luggage falls from your vehicle? If luggage falls and you are on a motorway, then stop at the next emergency telephone and export the incident. The correct option is stop at the next emergency telephone and report the incident. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question 25. What should you do if a tire bursts while you are driving? If the tire bursts and you are driving, in this case, pull up slowly to the side of the road. Option B is the correct one. Next one. Question 26. What should you do if you have to stop while you are going through a congested tunnel? If you are going through a congested tunnel, then you must need to keep safe distance from the vehicle which are in front of you. Option C is the correct option. Next question. Question number 27. At an incident, a casualty is unconscious but breathing. When should you move them? You need to move them when there are a risk of further danger. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 28. Which documents may the police ask you to produce after you being involved in the collision? If you are being involved in a collision, then the police ask from you is to the main document is which is your driving license. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 29. You are on a motorway. When can you use hazard warning lights? On a motorway, you can use your hazard warning lights when you slow down quickly because of danger ahead. If the danger is in front of you, then you need to slow down quickly. Next one. Question 30. An injured person has been placed in a recovery position. They are unconscious but breathing normally. What else should be done? You need to check their airway remains open. Give them a hot sweet drink. Option C is the correct one. Next one. Question number 32. What after a collision someone is unconscious in their vehicle? When should you call the emergency services? The emergency services should be called as soon as possible. Option D is the correct one. Next one. You are going through a long tunnel. What will warn you of congestion or an incident ahead? The correct option is variable message signs. Option A. Next one. Your car breaks down on a level crossing. What is the first thing you need to do? The first thing you must need to do is tell drivers behind what is happening there. Option A is the correct one. No, you need to leave your vehicle and get everyone clear. When are you allowed to use hazard warning lights? Your hazard warning lights are allowed to use when stopped and temporarily obstructing traffic. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Our next question is, at an incident, how could you help costly who has stopped breathing? If it stopped breathing, then follow the DRABC code. Option D is the correct option. Next one. Question 36. What could you do to help injured people at an incident? For the injured people, you need to keep them warm and comfortable. You need to slow down or you need to do everything which make them comfortable. Option A is the correct option. Next question. Your vehicle has stalled in the middle of the level crossing. What should you do if the warning bell starts to ring while you are trying to restart the engine? The correct option is get out the car and clear the crossing. Option B is the correct one. Next question. A casualty isn't breathing normally and needs CPR. At what rate should you press down and release on the center of their center of the lane chest? The correct option is 120 times per minute. Option C is the correct option. Next question. There's been a collision. A motorcycling is lying injured and unconscious. Why should you only remove their helmet if it's essential? Because removing it could make any injured worse. Option D is the correct option. Next one. At an incident, someone is suffering from severe burns. How could you help them? You can help them by douse the burns with clean and cool water. Option A is the correct one. Our next question is, which light should you use when you are driving in a tunnel? When you are driving in a tunnel, you need to use dipped headlights. Option B is the correct one. Next question. There's been a collision. How can help the driver who is suffering from shock? You can help the driver by reassure them confidently. Option B is the correct one. Next question. At an incident, a casualty isn't breathing. What should you do while helping them to start breathing again? In this case, you need to open their airway. Option A is the correct one. Next question. You are broken down in a two-way road. You have a warning triangle. At least how far from your vehicle should you place the warning triangle? The warning triangle should be placed almost 45 meters towards your vehicle. Option B is the correct one. Next one. Following a collision, a person has been injured. What would be the warning sign for shock? The warning sign for shock is rapid shallow breathing, which is option A. Next one. And guys, here we have covered all the questions which is related to incident, accident and emergencies test. So guys, in our upcoming videos, we will cover other categories which are mentioned on this website. The link of this website is given in the descriptions. Go and check out that website and also check out the other quizzes which is related to motorbike test, LGV test and PCB ADI test. These quizzes are help you a lot to prepare for this test. I will meet you in our next video. Bye. Welcome back guys in the new video, and in this video we are going to cover next category questions whose name is motorway rules traffic tests. Here you can see that the website is open which we are using to cover this content. So let's click on this motorway rules category and here you can start the quiz. Our first question is, you are joining a motorway from a slip road. How should you deal with traffic already on a motorway? You should deal with traffic which are already on a motorway. It should be match your speed to traffic on the left hand lane and filter into the safe gap. Option D is the correct option. What should you do immediately after joining a motorway? After joining a motorway, immediately you need to stay on the left hand side. Option D is the correct one. Next question, question number 3. Your vehicle has broken down on a motorway. In which direction should you walk to find the nearest emergency telephone? The correct answer is in the direction shown on a marker post. The correct option is option C. Next one, question number 4. When may you stop on a motorway? You can stop on a motorway only in an emergency situations or if it's breakdown. Next one, question number 5. Which vehicles aren't allowed to use the right hand lane of a 3-lane motorway? The correct option is option D, which is vehicle towing a trailer. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 6. How should you use the lanes on a motorway? You should use the lanes on a motorway by keep on the left hand unless you are overtaking. In the case of overtaking, you can change the lane, but otherwise you need to remain on the left hand side, on the left lane. Next one. Question number 7. You are traveling along a motorway. When are you allowed to overtake on the left? You are allowed to overtake on the left when in queues a traffic at your right is moving more slowly than you are. Option C is the correct one. Next question, question 8. What is the national speed limit for a car or a motorcycle on a motorway? Motorway, the national speed limit is defined that it must be 70 mph, which is option C. Next one. Question number 9. What would you expect to find at an contraflow system on a motorway? The correct answer is low speed limit. Next one. Question 10. You are on a smart motorway. What does it mean when a red cross is displayed above the hazard shoulder? The red cross image is given here. You can see that when it will be given because when you must not travel in this lane. Option D is the correct one. Next question. How do smart motorways prevent traffic bunching? The traffic bunching would be by using variable speed limit. Option C. Next question. Question number 12. You are towing a trailer along a 3-lane motorway. When may you use the right hand lane? You use the right hand lane only when there are a lane closures. Option C. Next one. Question number 13. You are on a smart motorway. What does it mean if the red cross is showing above the hard shoulder and mandatory speed limit above all other lanes? The correct option is the hard shoulder is for emergency or breakdown only use. Next one. Your vehicle broke down on the hard shoulder of motorway but has now been repaired. How should you rejoin the main carriageway? You can join the main carriageway again by gain speed of the hard shoulder before moving out into the carriageway. Next one. Question 16. What color are the reflective studs between a motorway and a slip road? For the slippery road, the colors are green. Next one. Our next question is, your cars get a punctures while you are driving on a motorway. What should you do when you stop on a hard shoulder? The correct option is use an emergency telephone and call for help. Option A is the correct option. Next one. Question number 17. Which vehicles are prohibited from using the motorway? The vehicle is prohibited which is powered mobility scooters. Option B. Next one. Question 18. Your vehicle breaks down on a motorway and you need to call for help. Why might be better to use the emergency roadside telephone rather than a mobile phone? Rather than a mobile phone, you need to use it. Allows easy location by the emergency services. So you need to use that. Next one. You are on a motorway. What must you do if there is a red cross showing above every lane? So above every lane, if it's displaying the red cross sign, then you need to stop and wait. Option D. Next one. Why is it important to make full use of the slip road as you join of the motorway? Because it's important to allow you to fit safely into the traffic flow in the left hand lane. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question 21. Your vehicle breaks down in a motorway and you manage to stop on a hard shoulder. What should you do if you use your mobile phone to call for help? If you use your mobile phone to call to help, then check your location from the nearest market post beside the hard shoulder, which is option B. Next question. Question 22. What helps to reduce traffic bunching on a motorway? To reduce the traffic bunching, you need to do variable speed limit. Option C. Next one. Question 23. You are driving on a motorway and have to slow down suddenly due to hazard ahead. How can you warn drivers behind the hazard? The correct option is switch on your hazard warning lights. Next one, question 24. On a smart motorway, what does this sign mean? The sign is given here. What does the sign means? Actually, this sign means that use all the lanes, including the hard shoulders. Next one. What should you do if you're driving on a motorway and you miss the exit that you wanted to take? If the exit is missed, then carry on to the next exit. Option B is the correct option. Next question. Question 26. When would you use an emergency refuge area on a smart motorway? In case of emergency or breakdown, option C is the correct one. Next question. Question 27. What colors are the reflected studs between the lanes on a motorway? The correct option is white. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question 28. You are traveling along a motorway. Where would you find a crawler or climbing lane? You should find this crawler lane when on a steep gradient. Option A is the correct one. Next question. What do these motorway signs mean? Same sign, it means that they are countdown market to the next exit. Option B is the correct option. Next question. Traffic officers operate on motorway and some primary routes in England and Wales. What are they authorized to do? They are authorized to do stop and direct anyone to motorway. Option C. Yes. Next one. How should you position yourself when use the emergency telephone on a motorway? You can position yourself by fast on oncoming traffic. Option D is the correct option. Next question. You are traveling on a left-hand lane of the three-lane motorway. Left-hand lane of the three-lane motorway. How should you react to traffic joining from a slip road? You need to react by adjust your speed or change lane if it is safe to do so. Next. What's the speed limit for a car towing a trailer on a motorway? If a car towing a trailer on a motorway, the speed limit would be 60 mph. Option B. Next one. Question number 34. You're driving on a motorway. What lane should you get into a well before you reach your exit? Before you reach your exit, the lane should be the left-hand lane. Option C. Next one. On a three-lane motorway, which lane should you use if there is no traffic ahead? Option D. Left lane. Next one. Question number 36. You are on a smart motorway. What does it mean when a mandatory speed limit is displayed above the hard shoulder? The sign is given here. If this is displayed on a hard shoulder side, then you need to use the hard shoulder can be used as a running lane. Option A. Next question. What colors are the reflected studs between the hard shoulder and the left hand lane on a motorway? The correct option is red color. Next question. Question number 38. Which vehicle should you use the left hand lane on a three-lane motorway? For the three-lane motorway, you need to use any vehicle that isn't overtaking. Option C. Next question. Question number 39. You are on a three-lane motorway. Which lane are you in if there is a red reflected stud on your left and white ons to your right hand side? The correct answer is in the left hand lane. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 40. What is the national speed limit on a motorways for cars and motorcycles? The correct option is 70 mph. Next one. How should you rejoin the motorway after a breakdown on a hard shoulder? After a breakdown on a hard shoulder, the correct answer is build up speed on a hard shoulder side before looking for a safe gap on a traffic. Option A. Next one. When would you use an emergency refuge area on a smart motorway? The correct option is in case of emergency or breakdown. Option B. Next question. Question number 43. Which vehicle should use the left hand lane on a 3-lane motorway? Which vehicle you used on a left hand lane for the 3-lane motorway? For the 3-lane motorway, you need to use any vehicle that isn't overtaking. Option A is the correct option. Next question. Question number 44. What is the national speed limit for a car or a motorcycle on a motorway? For the motorway, the national speed limit is defined that it should be 70 mph. Option B. Next one. Question number 45. Why is it particularly important to check your vehicle before making a long motorway journey? Before making a long motorway journey, the continuous high speed increase the risk of your vehicle breaking down. Next one. Question 46. You are in a right hand lane of the 3-lane motorway. 3-lane motorway and you are in a right hand side of the lane. What do this sign means? The sign is given here. What does this mean? It means that you move to the left and reduce your speed to 50 mph. Next one. Question number 47. What should you do immediately after joining a motorway? After joining a motorway, you need to do immediately you need to go to the left hand side of the motorway. You are on a motorway that isn't subject to smart motorway regulations. When should you use the hard shoulder? You use the hard shoulder when you are stopping in an emergency. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 49. Your vehicle has broken down in a motorway. What should you do if you aren't able to get into the hard shoulder? The correct option is switch on your hazard warning lights. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 50. What helps to reduce traffic bunching on a motorway? The correct option is variable speed limits. Next one. Question 51. What should you do when going through a contraflow system or a motorway? You are going through a contraflow system, then you need to keep a good distance from the vehicle which is in front of you. Next one. You are driving on a motorway. What does it mean if a car in front shows its hazard warning lights for a short time? The correct answer is traffic ahead, slowing or stopping suddenly. Option B is the correct option. Next one. What would you use the right hand lane on a 3-lane motorway? You need to use when you are overtaking. Next question. Question number 54. When should you use the right hand lane of the motorway? You use the left hand lane of the motorway when the road ahead is clear. Option A. Next one. Question number 55. When are you allowed to stop on a motorway? You are allowed to stop on a motorway when you are signaled to do so by traffic signal. Option B is the correct option. Next question. Question number 56. The second last question of this quiz. What should you do when you are approaching road workers on a motorway? You need to obey the speed limit which they have defined. Option B is the correct option. Next and the last question of this quiz, which is where are amber reflective studs found in a motorway? Where you found the reflective studs? The correct option is between the central reservation and the carriageway. And guys, here this quiz is also completed and we have covered in this video motorway rules car theory test. In our upcoming videos, we will cover all other categories which is remaining. So don't forget to subscribe this channel. We will meet you in our next video. Till that, goodbye. Welcome back YouTube family, and in this video we are going to cover next category practice test. As you know that in our last video we have covered some categories and our next category name is other types of vehicle. So currently I am on this car test pages, and here at the bottom of this page you can see that other types of vehicles category is showing. I just need to click on this and this will start the questions related to these categories. So our first question is, what should you do if you want to overtake a long slow moving vehicle on a busy road? And the correct answer is option A. Next one, our question number 2 is, what should you do if you overtake a cyclist when the weather is very windy? The correct answer is allow extra room. Option C is the correct option. Next question. Question number 3, you are leaving a safe gap as you follow a large vehicle. What should you do if the car moves into this gap? The correct answer is option D, drop back further. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 4, what should you do as you approach this lorry as it is given in the image below? So you need to slow down and be prepared to wait. Option A is the correct one. Next question. You are following a long vehicle approaching a crossroad. What should you do if the driver signals right but moves close to the left hand curb? The correct answer is wait behind the long vehicle. Option A is the correct one. Next question. What should you do if there is a bus at the bus stop ahead of you? The correct answer is option C, which is watch carefully of the sudden appearance of pedestrians. Option C is the correct option. Next question. Question number 7. You are approaching a mini roundabout. What should you do if a long vehicle in front signals left but position over to the right? The correct answer is you need to keep well back. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 8. You are traveling behind a bus. What should you do if it pulls up to the bus stop? The correct answer is look for pedestrians. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 9. Why should drivers be more careful on roads where trams also operate? The correct answer is option A. Next one. You are following a large vehicle as it is approaches a crossroad. What should you do if the driver signals to turn left? The correct answer is wait for the vehicle to finish their turning. Next one. Question 11. Which vehicles are latest likely to be affected by side wind? The vehicles which are affected by side winds are the cars. Cars are the vehicle which are mostly affected by wind. Next one. You are waiting to turn right out of the mirror road. It's clear to the left, but a lorry is coming from the right. Why should you wait even if you have enough time to turn? Why you need to wait? In this situation, any time overtaking the lorry will hidden from the view. Option A is the correct one. Next question. You are following a long vehicle as it approaches a crossroad. What should you do if it signals left but moves out to the right? If they are showing a signal left and they are moving to the right, in this situation, you need to stay well back and give it the room. Option A is the correct one. Next one. Question number 14. What should you be prepared to do in this situation? The situation is shown in the image. What you need to do in this situation? For this situation, you need to slow down and give way to this vehicle. Option C is the correct one. Next one. You are following a lorry on a wet road. Okay. What should you do when spray makes it difficult to see the road ahead? In this case, you must need to drop back until you see better. Option D is the correct one. You always need to be safe your vehicle and yourself. So here drop back. You need to be remain in the back until you see better. Next one. You are driving on a single carriageway road. Why should you keep well back when you are following a large vehicle? When you are following a large vehicle, why you need to remain back? Because to get the best view of the road ahead. Because when you are very close, you cannot get the full view. So to get the best complete view, you need to remain back from that vehicle. Next one. Question number 17. Why is it more difficult to overtake a large vehicle as compared to car? It will take longer to overtake a large vehicle. Okay, this one is correct. Next one. Question 18. You are towing a car van. What is the safest type of rear view mirror to use? The safest way is to extended arm side mirror. Next. It's very windy. The weather is very windy. What should you do if you are behind a motorcyclist who's overtaking a high-sided vehicle? It needs to be stay level with the motorcyclist. Keep well back. The correct answer is keep well back. Option D is the correct one. Next. Question number 20. You are driving a heavy traffic on a wet road. Which light should you use if there is a lot of surface spray? If the spray is a lot, then in this case you need to use dipped headlights. Option A is the correct option. Next question. Question number 21. What should you do when you are approaching a bus that are signaling to make away from the bus stop? The correct option is allow it, pull away if it is safe to do so. Next. And guys, here you can see that all the questions which is related to this other types of vehicle category we have covered in these quizzes. In our upcoming videos, we have a plan to cover maximum categories and the maximum quizzes which are mentioned in this website and which will help you to prepare for this quiz. So don't forget to subscribe our channel. We will come back in our new video with upcoming content. Till that, goodbye. Welcome back YouTube family. Thank you so much for showing love in our recent videos, and I ask you to subscribe our channel and also press the bell icon so you get the notification whenever we upload our new video. So in this video we came back with a new question, and in this video we are going to cover a next category. So let's see the category name. When you come to this card test page, here at the bottom of this page you will see that the categories are mentioned. And in the last video we have covered other types of vehicle categories. So now let's start road and traffic sign questions. Our first question is, which signs means you have priority over oncoming vehicle? The signs are given here. You can see that for oncoming vehicle, the sign which is represented by this one is option C. Next. What does this sign means? This sign is actually represented by no buses and cycles allowed, no, with follow bus and cycle lane. Option D is the correct one. Next. Our next question is, what does the white arrow on the road means? Actually the white arrow means return to your side of the road. Next one. You are approaching a junction where the traffic lights aren't working. What should you do when a police officer gives this signal? When police officer gives you this signal, then stop at the stop line. Definitely. Option B is the correct option. Next one. What does this sign means? This sign is represented by give way to tramps. Next one. You are driving in busy traffic. You want to pull up just after a junction on the left. When should you use signal? When should you use signal? You use signal as you are passing or just after the junction. Option D. Next one. What should you do when you see this sign at a crossroad? So in this case we need to carry on with great care. This is actually the warning sign. So we need to pass with extra careful intention. Next one. Okay, how should you give an on signal to turn left? Okay, options are given, images are given. So let's see that the options are given. The arm signal to turn left. Okay, for the left side, you use the signal which is represented by, as it's showing in option B. Okay, option B is the correct option. What do these zigzag white lines mean? White lines means that no parking at any time. Next one. You are on a motorway, a lorry has stopped in a right hand lane. What should you do when you see this sign on the lorry? You need to pass the lorry on the left, option A. Next one. Okay, our next question is, what does this sign means? And here you see that you have shown two different signs. Ignore this first image and let's go with the second image. Our question is related to this sign. What does this sign means? This sign is used for route for tramps only. Option B is the correct option. Next question. What does this sign means? And this stay in line which is clearly represented that contraflow system. Next. What does this sign means? Actually, this sign is represented by distance to parking place ahead. Option D is the correct option. Next question. What would you find these road markings? These road markings, what we find here, these are the at a mini roundabout. Option A is the correct one. Next, you are in a tunnel and you see this sign. What does it mean? Actually, this sign is represented by direction to an emergency pedestrian exists. Option B is the correct option. Next question. What is the purpose of triangle shaped signs? This triangle shaped sign is represented by to give warnings. For this, this is used for the warning purpose. Next one. How can you identify traffic signs that give orders? Actually, you identify they are circular with the red border. Option D is the correct option. Next. Which signs means that the national speed limit applied? National speed limit applies by option A. The sign A is represented. Next one. What is a stop sign? Okay, stop sign is given here in the option B. What does this sign with the brown background shown? Okay, it means that tourist direction. Next one. Which sign means there is a double bend ahead? Sign A, no, B, C. Okay, double bend is represented by this sign B. Option D is the correct one. Next question. What should you be aware of if you just pass this sign? Okay, this sign means that all traffic is going on one direction. Option A is the correct one. Next, what does this sign means? This sign is represented by no overtaking. If this sign is you see, you don't need to overtake. Next, you see this amber traffic light ahead. Which light or lights will come on next? Or okay, after this yellow line, which color light will come next? The correct answer is red alone. Option C is the correct one. Next, what does this sign means? We know that this sign is represented by pass either side to get the same direction. Next, what does this traffic sign means? Okay, this traffic sign is represented by compulsory maximum speed limit. And our next symbol is represented by it's represented by no parking on the days and times shown. So during these times you don't need to park your own vehicle. Next, what does this sign means? This sign is represented by a vehicle may park fully on the verge or foot away. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Which sign means that pedestrians may be walking along the road? This one is represented by option C. Okay, we have selected the wrong answer. Please correct this one. Actually, the correct answer is we can see that the detail when you pass pedestrians on the road, leave plenty of room. You might have to use the right hand side of the road. So in this case, option B is correct. Please correct this one. Option B sign is correct here. Next question. You are waiting at T junction. What should you do if the vehicle is coming from the right with its left indicator flashing? Indicator is flashing left and the vehicle is coming from the right. What you need to do in this case? You need to wait until the vehicle starts to turn. Option A is the correct one. Next, what does the sign of ring road? Okay, the sign of ring road is clearly represented with the symbol R, which is option B. Our next question is, what does a red traffic light mean? Okay, red traffic light is represented by you must stop and behind the stop line. Next one, which signs inform you that you are coming to no through road? The correct option is option D. What does this signs means? This signs means that tramps only. Next, at traffic light, what does it means when the amber light shown on its own? It is represented by a stop at the stop line. Option B. Next one, what does this T signs means? This T signs means that no through road. Option C is the correct one. Next, our next symbol, this one is represented by hump bridge. Next one, next symbol, and this symbol is represented by contraflow bus lane. Option A is the correct option. This sign and this one is represented by a steep hill downwards. Next symbol, and this one is represented by no right turn. Option C is the correct one. Next question, what does this sign means? Okay, this sign is represented by parking area for cars, no, direction to the bus, direction to the park and right car park. Option D is the correct one. Next question, our next symbol is, and this one is represented by lane for heavy and slow vehicle. Option A. What does this sign means? And this sign is represented by you have priority over vehicle coming towards you. Option C is the correct option. What does this junction have a stop sign or a stop line on the road? The correct option is visibility along the major road is restricted. Option D is the correct one. Next question. You are approaching a traffic light and the red light is showing. What signals will show next? The next signal is red and amber. Next one. What does this signal means? Okay, this signal is represented by tramps must stop. Next one. This sign is represented by, which is clearly represented by its the character which is written on this symbol itself, which is end of restriction. Next one. What's the national speed limit on a single carriageway road? The national speed limit is defined as 60 mph. What does this sign means? This sign is represented by the right hand lane is closed. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Okay, our next question is, which sign means there will be two-way traffic crossing your route ahead? The correct answer is the symbol number 3, which is option C. Next, our next symbol is represented by zebra crossing. Next one, and our next symbol is applied to do high vehicles. And this symbol is represented by two-way traffic straight ahead. Option B is the correct option. Next one. You are on a motorway. What should you do if there is a red cross showing on the sign above your lane only? In this situation, what you need to do? You need to don't continue in that line. Option C is the correct one. Next, what does it mean if you see the signal on a motorway? Okay, mostly we see that signals on a motorway, and it means that leave the motorway at the next exit. What's the reason for a hashed area along the center of the road? It means that it's separate traffic flowing on opposite direction. Next one. What does this sign mean? This sign is represented by T junction. Okay, which sign means turn left ahead? Which sign is represented for the left ahead movement? Option number C. Next, who has priority when traffic lights are out of order? When traffic lights are out of order, then nobody can has priority. Option A. Next one, which vehicle is stationary? When may use its horn? The correct option is when another road user poses a danger. Option B. Okay, which of these signs warns you a zebra crossing? For zebra crossing, option D. This question is repeated. So, our next question is how to do long white lines along the center of the road means. It means hazard warning. Option A. Next one. What does this motorway sign means? Okay, this sign means which is 50 is represented by the speed limit, which is in mph, and temporarily this is the maximum speed limit. Next one. A police car is following you. What should you do if a police officer flashes a headlights and point to the left? In this case, you need to pull up to the left side. Next one. What should you do when you see this sign and you travel along a motorway? Okay, this one is represented for leave the motorway at the next exit. Next one. This symbol, which is showing the red light flashing signals, we find this because it's in level crossing. Option A. Okay, this signs no stopping. Which sign is no stopping? Okay, no stopping sign is B. We know that. Next one. Other drivers may sometimes flash their headlights at you. What's the official meaning of this signal? The official meaning of this signal is they are warning you of their presence, which is option number C. Next one. This sign is represented by a quayside or a river bank. Next one. What information would be shown in a triangular road sign? This triangular shows that the road is narrow. Next one. Our next question is, you are at a junction controlled by traffic lights. When should you wait for the green light? You wait when your exit from the junction is blocked. Option B. Next one. Okay, this sign is represented by end of 20 mph zone. Next one. Our next symbol, and this symbol is represented by end of restricted parking area. Option D is the correct option. Next question. Next symbol. In winter, road signs can become covered by snow. What does this sign means? Okay, this sign means that you need to stop. Next one. Our next symbol, and this sign is represented by level crossing with gate or barrier. Which sign means the end of a dual carriageway? The correct answer is option D. Next one. What does this sign means? This sign is represented by no motorways, motorcycles. Okay, what shape are traffic signs giving order? The correct answer is option B. Next one. This sign is represented by crossroad. Our next question is, where would you use the road marking? The road marking is used on a road humps, option A. Next one. This sign is actually represented by, this one is represented by maximum speed limit with traffic calming. Option B is the correct option. Next one. What does this sign mean? This sign is no through road on the left side. Option C is the correct one. Next. What does the white line along the side of the road indicates? It indicates that the edge of the carriageway. Option D. Next one. This sign is represented by beware of trams. Next. Okay, what does this sign mean? This sign is represented by water across the road. Option C. Next. Our next question is, which arm signals tells you that the car you are following is going to pull up? To pull up, the arm signals is this signal. Option D is the correct one. Next one. This sign is represented by no stopping. You don't need to stop. Next, and this sign is represented by the end of motorway. Next one. When may you sound your vehicle horn? Your vehicle horn should be horn when to warn others because of your presence. Option C. Next one. Why should you make sure that your indicators are cancelled after turning at a junction? The correct answer is to avoid mislead other road users. Option D. Next one. What should you do when you are approaching traffic lights that have red and amber showing together? The correct option is wait for the green light. Next one. This sign is represented by humps on the road. Next one. This sign is represented by side winds. Option A is the correct one. Next, this sign, traffic sign, is represented by give priority to oncoming traffic. This symbol is represented by risk of ice. Option C is the correct one. Let's jump into the next question, and our next question is, when may you cross a double solid white line in the middle of the road? In the middle of the road, the correct answer is option number D. To pass the road maintenance vehicle traveling at 10 mph or less than 10 mph. Option D is the correct option. Next one. This symbol is represented by no entry. This symbol with the red color is represented by no entry. Next one. Okay, our next symbol is, and this one is represented by minimum speed is 30 mph. This symbol road marking means, it means that you are approaching a hazard. Option C. Next one, and this symbol actually represent that waiting restriction apply. Option D is the correct one. Next question. What does this arm signal mean? This signal is driver intent to turn left. Option A is the correct option. Next one. What messages are given by circular traffic signs that have a blue background? For blue background, the correct option is to give mandatory instructions. Next one. What does 25 means in the motorway sign? Okay, this 25 means that the number of the next junctions which are coming next. Next question. How should the right hand lane of the 3-lane motorway be used? The right hand lane is used as an overtaking lane. Which diagram shows a hazard warning line? Hazard warning lines shows that the option number sign number A, which is option A. Next, which sign shows that you are entering a one-way system? You are entering a one-way system. The correct option is, the correct signal is option sign number B. Next one. Our next question is, you stopped at a railway level crossing. What should you do if the red lights continue to flash after a train has gone by? You need to be wait. Option C. When may you use hazard warning lights while you are driving? You need to use hazard warning lights on a motorway or unrestricted dual carriageway to warn the hazard ahead. Option D is the correct option. Next question. This sign is represented by two-way traffic crosses in one-way road. Next one. This sign is represented by roundabout, which is option B. Next question. This sign is represented by no motor vehicles. Next question. Where would you find green reflective studs on a motorway? You can find at a slippery road entrance or the exits. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Which shape is used for give way sign? Okay, give way sign, option A. Yes, only option A. Signal A is used for give way sign. Which type of sign tells you that you must not do? Definitely red color. Next one. What does this line across the road at the entrance of the roundabout means? Okay, this means that give way to traffic from the right side. Option C. Our next question is the next symbol, which is represented by cycle route ahead. D. Next one. You are about to overtake. What should you do when you see this sign? Okay, this sign is used by hidden dip, which is hold back until you can see clearly ahead. Option B. Next one, which is the no entry sign? No entry sign is sign number C. Next one. You are on the left hand lane at a traffic lights waiting to turn left. Which signals means you must wait? You must wait. The signal is this signal D, which is option D. Next question. What does this motorway sign means? It means that change to the lane your left, on your left hand side. Option A is the correct option. And guys, this is the last question of this quiz, and this last symbol is represented by side winds. And guys, we have covered all the questions which are related to road and traffic sign test, and in our upcoming videos we will cover all other categories which are remaining yet. So don't forget to subscribe our channel. We will meet you in our next video with the new content. Till that, goodbye.